I knew I would be impressed because I knew about the work of the school, and it must be about 8 years now since an assembly motion demanded that the school be properly funded, and that didn't come to pass. The need is just as great now as it was then. In fact, it's greater. The specialist work that's done here is, I have my doubts as to whether it's available anywhere else. Certainly this particular conductive education isn't practiced anywhere else that I'm aware of, but across Europe and across the United States. And I know it originated in Hungary, it's spread across Europe, USA, and this, I believe, is still the only school in the island of Ireland that provides this service. It's, we're not talking about monumental sums of money here. I know there's an offer still, I believe, on the table from a group of businessmen who may be prepared to contribute because of the exceptional nature of this work. So the Assembly is in recess at the moment, but I hope we'll be back in a few weeks' time, and I think we'll have to try and organise some cross-party action. I think every party, almost without exception, would be prepared to support this venture as they did 8 years ago. I'll certainly take it up with them at the earliest opportunity, and we'll see if we can bring it back to the Assembly and persuade the New Education Authority effectively that this is something they should be taken far more seriously than they seem to at the moment. But in particular today, I've spoken at length with some of the parents, and it's absolutely clear that the parents know more readily what their children want, what they're capable of, and what they're trying to achieve. You know, so when I hear about a young girl of about 2.5 or 3 years of age being told by another authority that there's no future for her except in a wheelchair, and when I see the fact that she's been able to crawl, to sit up, to walk with a wee bit of assistance, and to work a computer effectively, and not to a high IT standard, but she knows how to do it, and I've watched her doing it. It's absolutely remarkable, and that just indicates to me that Buddy Bear is capable of taking these sort of cases further than anybody else out there that's available to them at the present time. Now, the question between health and education departments under the special needs legislation that was just passed, just in the dying days of the Assembly, we passed it there, and it means it puts a legal onus on the various departments involved to cooperate with each other, which wasn't actually there before. It was almost a voluntary arrangement, and that is not what's needed in the circumstances. I don't think anybody in the Department of Health would have been unsympathetic in the situation, but I think they had to be pushed legally to do what they should be doing anyway. So we'll see the outworkings of that legislation when we come back. We'll see the regulations that follow the main legislation, and I hope it'll bring about an improvement.